Do you know DevOps? If you're working in the SAP community, probably not. If you're working in one of the fast-moving SaaS businesses, you probably think, is there anything else? So until recently, I knew there was a concept, I could see it, thought it was more like, well, it's just something for support, we don't really care about it. But lately I've seen it's being applied in a lot of different places. Both my developers on our test tool for PI testing is doing part of this. I was introduced at a RPG training where we will see how well these things would be deployed using a DevOps mentality, and then we saw it at a conference where it also was, if you are doing cloud, then what else are you supposed to be doing? So that made me think, if we in the SAP community isn't used to it, why not? So the way I understand this is developers would have some sort of a environment on the computer, maybe a Docker environment where they can do deployment, do testing of the things they have made. Once they have done that, they would commit it to the repository. Then the build tool, for instance, Jenkins, I think it is, will take out, or the integration tool that will take out a piece of the code, compile it, run a set of integration tests on it that you have defined, and making sure that everything still works after this change. Then sometimes you do test it on your product test system, where you may have some users that go through some of these processes to verify that it works and everything looks good. And then you may promote it to production, you may just promote it to production for a subset of your users to verify if this really has the intended effect, and measure, did it boost our whatever revenue, or more users, or more interaction, or whatever we wanted. But coming from an SAP perspective, I think most SAP projects has been delivered with this subset in mind, that we want to deliver code, or we have our waterfall approach. So obviously we'll start with defining what we want. We will do a blueprint, functional specification, we'll do development, we'll do testing, QA, and then we'll move to production, and everything will just work as it always does. And there, I guess the DevOps mentality is a little different. Let's just try it out, see it work. We'll do a couple of iterations and see, once we're done with it, we have a better solution than we've just tried the whole thing from the beginning. Obviously, you would probably go somewhere in between with some Scrum or whatever. But the main thing is, in our world, we don't have any tool that is able to support it. So in FIGAF, we've developed a testing tool that helps testing and make the testing easier by having a record replay functionality that enables you to just copy a set of messages and resend them through the system and verify they look the same. And if they do, you're happy. Otherwise, you need to consider, is this a real change, or is this a fake change? But there's obviously other parts in this about making sure that someone has done the change in the code and what's happening there. So a part of this testing tool is also a free solution that enables you to monitor who made which changes in your directory. And we could probably tie these things together in some way that will say, whenever you made any changes in your directory or repository, it will run a series of tests. But I don't know if that would make sense, or if that would be something that would be valuable for developers, and figure out what do we need to test. And obviously there's a lot of things that need to go into this, so once you commit some changes, you'll be able to verify that it works all the way, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of complications and things we have no idea about. My question is, are you doing anything like this in your development or in your PO environment at the moment? And why not? Is that something the business is pushing, or is it just something that we as developers would think could be pretty cool? And also, one part of this, I don't know if I remember if I mentioned this, that you can push the code to just part of the users. Is that something that you have experienced, that you can just push part of message mapping to some users and then the rest would use the existing mapping? Let me know in the comments. I would really love to hear your take on DevOps. Is it really something we could do in a integration PI community, or is it just for those hipsters at the local SaaS business that's going to take us out of business? So leave your comments or like the video. I'm really looking forward to hear your comments. Thanks.